teaching you the tutorial for Everything by Ben Howard. It's a great song. It's got that same picking pattern as in Promise. There's a couple different variations throughout the whole song, but it's a really good one, really good thing for timing out different chords, different notes, and listening to it, playing it by ear. So to start, let's go over the tuning really quick. It's the same standard tuning that most Ben Howard songs on that album are. C, G, C, G, G, C. So really quick, starting with C. Then you've got a capo on the 3rd fret covering the high 5 strings, so you leave that low C open. So to start out, the first shape is going to be on the 12th and 13th fret with your pointer and middle fingers on the 3rd string on the 12th fret and 2nd string on the 13th. And that first shape sounds like this. And that's the same picking pattern that I broke down in the pick and go method tutorial. So if you're not familiar with it, go ahead and watch that video. Otherwise, I'll go over it really quickly here. So basically, with this shape, the numbers, the picking like finger numbers you'll do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4. That progression just repeats twice for the opening. So it sounds like this. And then you'll actually stop on the thumb instead of finishing out that 1, 2, 3. You'll not play those last two, you'll stop on the thumb. So it sounds like this. And then right there you'll do a strum. But when you strum, you release your pointer finger. You can almost play it open too. I kind of do it differently every time, just depending on how my fingers are going. So after those two, you'll slide down to what is the 5th fret, which is the 2nd fret in terms of where the capo is. So and you'll slide down on the 2nd string with your pointer finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret, and you'll just play it once. So as you slide down, you're kind of you don't slide and play it again, it's all kind of one thing. So from there, after the strum, it's a slide and pick kind of at the same time. Then you've got a little hammer-on pull-off series with your, I guess, middle finger and pinky on the 3rd string from the 5th to the 7th fret. So after you strum that 2nd string, you'll play the 3rd string and hammer up to the 7th. And the way I do it is I then pick the 2nd string again as I pull off. So in the picking hand, you're really only doing that sound, and over here, you're kind of doing most of the work. And then after you do that, you'll pull off with the ring finger, or the middle finger. Do that twice. Second one's a little bit quicker at the end, kind of vary it every time. I play it differently every time. Then after that, you'll do a slide as you pick the 2nd string from 5 up to 8. then there's a harmonic. Harmonics are a little difficult if you've never done them before, but you just kind of rest. You don't push down on the strings, you just rest them on the string. You rest your finger on the string right above that fret. You want to make sure it's above the actual like bar of the fret. And this one is in between 9, or this is in between 10 and 11, this harmonic. So then you'll slide down from 8 to 7 and do the exact same thing. So from here again, it sounds like this. And you're plucking the high 2 strings when you play that harmonic. Should sound about like that. So from the beginning, this is what it sounds like. And then you just go back to the beginning, play the whole thing again. One thing that I like to do at the beginning sometimes just to mix it up, instead of strumming right there, I actually move my pointer finger up to get ready to slide down. So it sounds like I actually will move it up kind of as I'm strumming. That way my finger's already in position as I slide down. That's another thing he'll do as he kind of alternates through each one. As he comes up to the 8th fret to do the harmonics. Instead of doing the harmonic, he'll actually just push down on the 10th fret there. So that's the whole thing. That's up until basically the bridge, and then after that you'll play a bridge, so I'll play the whole thing up to there. Sounds like this. So you'll repeat that overall pattern, and then as he approaches the bridge, when he plays the harmonic sequence on the 8th fret here, the last time before the bridge, he'll do this. And that's how he goes into the bridge. So what that is, you still do the harmonic, and then when you slide down to the 7th fret, he puts the pinky down on those high 2 strings, plays both of them. And what that is you play those and then you go down and put your ring finger on the high, I guess that's the high C string. And then you do play both strings and you kind of pluck them like that. And then you pull off that high string. So again, that sounds like. Then you do a quick strum after that. So that one sounds like this from the beginning. Now to go into the bridge, you just put your ring finger, or your middle finger on this, I think that's the 7th fret, 8th fret, sorry. second string, and your pinky goes back on those high 2 strings on the 10th. And that picking pattern is the same as the one at the beginning of the song, except you're alternating where your thumb is. So to start, you're on the 7th, you're on the 8th fret, second string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4. Then you move to the 7th fret with your pointer finger. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4. And then you go up to the low string on the 8th fret. And you play that one twice. So again, on the 8th fret, second string. Then you go to the 7th fret. Then you go to the 8th fret, low string. Play that one twice. And then you do that whole thing twice. So it sounds like this. A little faster. So that's basically the whole thing up until the bridge. In part 1 of this video, we're just covering that. And then in part 2, we'll get into the second part where he actually does the harmonics into the chorus of the song. That's a little bit more involved. It requires more movement of your left hand, or your playing hand. This is what it sounds like all put together.